Courtroom 790 on KABC Radio, Leo Terrell, and pop culture expert Segun Oduolowu.
Forgive me for asking both of you, African-American?
Last check, yes.
African-American.
Last time I looked in the mirror. This woman is the worst woman in America right now. And I'm
really?
going to tell you why. Because she set black people and white people and the idea of unity back 50 years.
How?
Because she perverted the words of Dr. King, which was the content of your character being more important than the color of your skin. If her being white wasn't such a big deal, why try to pass? Imagine the impact she would have had as a white woman working within the NAACP, working to bring white people and black people closer. Instead, she decided that we weren't big enough, we weren't smart enough as a group of people, as Americans. We weren't good enough to accept a white woman working in a black organization, and she tried to pass.
Well, here's the problem. I was an attorney with the NAACP for 6 years. The problem was the message is very clear. You have to be black to have any.
Would she even have gotten that?
You would have gotten the job.
Woman.
And the NAACP should take some responsibility. People don't know the history of the NAACP. It was founded by whites, Jews, and blacks to advance all people. But today, the NAACP is associated with just black leadership, and you have to be black to rise that leadership. I'm not excusing her conduct. She lied. She outright lied about being black. She is white. But the fact is that the NAACP needs to look at itself and say, look, we accept anyone of color to be in our top leadership position. That's what they say.
That's what they say.
They say that in principle, but they don't do it in practice.
Now, would you agree that the NAACP needs to clean house? This is the same organization in Los Angeles that awarded Donald Sterling a dyed-in-the-wool racist awards numerous times.
That to
what I can say, no, but if fish rots at the head, and we have one in Spokane, we have one right here in Los Angeles, there's a problem within the community of the NAACP.
But you have to draw a distinction. Look, Rachel was a competent leader. She was very good, well respected as far as her work. I respect her work. I have a problem with two issues. The NAACP needs to understand that you don't choose leaders based on race. And Rachel Dolezal had a problem with her own race in denying her own whiteness. That was wrong.
It wasn't a problem for her. I mean, if
why lie?
But here's the thing.
Because I don't think she would have gotten the job.
But here's the thing.
An African-American studies teacher, and she wouldn't have risen in the ranks.
But that's what makes it so powerful. If she had stood and said, I believe all of this as a white woman and want to work with the NAACP, as he just said, to change things,
but here's
it
the
would have
point,
been more impactful.
Here's the point.
But
here's my point. It's not her prerogative to lie to get the job. The NAACP would not have given her the job. My point is this.
Right, exactly. That's my point too. By the way, we've all lied to get jobs.
But I'm not lying about being a man. I'm not lying about being black. When you see me, I don't try to say, "Oh, look at me, I'm maybe Cuban," and try to pass off as Hispanic.
But the point is simply this. Why, if an organization will not accept you for who you are, why do you want to become part of that organization? And
whatever her motive was, that's not my problem with this.
Okay.
My problem is these accusations of hate crimes against her that have been looked into by the police, and they've dropped all of the investigations because they think that she was making it up.
Those are bad.
That's my problem.
That is a backlash, and that is unfortunate, and that should never be excused. My outrage is over her actions. I don't believe a reaction against her is justified. Like I said, I have a problem trying to pass yourself off as black, to basically tell everyone that the NAACP not only wouldn't accept me if I'm white, but that America, I identify as black. That's like me saying I want to identify as being a royal. I'm a sovereign now, call me Sir Segun.
But that problem, simply, I can't repeat this enough. The NAACP, if you look at all their leaders, all their heads of all their organizations, they're all black. That has to change. It's the Association for the Advancement of Colored People, not just black people.
But I still go back to, what if this really is her truth? And they go back to that whole thing about
it's not
the whole transracial issue where she inherently feels
let me be clear on this.
Don't transracial me, Bob.
She went to the extreme to get her adopted brothers to participate and lie. Now that is not an issue of being transracial. She had
I feel like I am, and my brothers agree.
But then why distance yourself from your biological parents? Why ask people to lie for you?
Why create a black father? She created a black father.
Because no one's buying it unless she has
it's a lie.
Why? You're accepting the lie. You're buying into the Kool-Aid. You're accepting her lie. I won't do that.
not accepting her life. All
She
I'm
put her
saying
mother.
is-
She put her mother and father out there hanging, and I applaud the mother and father because they have nothing to be ashamed about.
By the
of
way,
the way they are, the way they
and
raised
that
her.
self-serving mea culpa on Facebook, no less. When does she ever say, "I'm sorry for perpetrating a lie, for teaching an African American studies class at Eastern Washington, and all of the students I did a disservice
one
to"?
One other point. If you have a person who asks you a straight question, what are you African American? 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005.
And then in her thing, what my ethnicity is doesn't matter.
You actually got me there. You make a good point with them passing off another person as his father.
Right.
So where does she go from here now? If she steps down and she did good things for the NAACP, could she still do work for the NAACP for the black community?
No, she shouldn't.
Well, yes, she can, because I think she makes a message to the NAACP. Let's open up the leadership roles to all people of color. I don't want the NAACP to be known just as a black organization. It's the advancement for the Association of Color People.
But here's the thing. She can no longer be associated with the NAACP because her message will now continually be perverted. People will not look past what she has done to look at her achievements, and she should have resigned. My other problem, as I've always said, is this: if what your message was so pure, if your actions were so altruistic, why lie at the beginning?
But here's the other part.
And that's why I doubt everything she's done.
She doesn't have to be out there in the forefront to help and contribute. If she has a true heart to helping black people, she doesn't have to have center of attention. She could be behind the scenes and still work with the organization if she's true to that commitment.
And if she's a good professor and knows a lot about black
she's
history,
very knowledgeable,
then
but she went
sideways
by lying.
But here's the thing that makes it so bad. You could be the greatest scholar on black history, but you are only going to talk about it as a researcher. When you are working within the organization, passing yourself off as black, you are passing it off to your students as you are an actual witness, like you've lived it.
Right.
And
well,
everything,
and
that's the lie.
Watch this, Bobby.
You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that.
What is your name? 1001, 1002. Okay, you got it? 1003.
I got it.
You got it, Bobby? Okay.
What color are your parents? Let's hold up a mirror. What color are your parents? They're German, Czech, and a little Native American.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Thank you. Have a little bit of black in you, my brother. Come on now. A little bit of black, please.
Should we hug too?
I'm going to take him out of here. I'm going to get him out of here. I'm going to get him out of here. I'm going to get him out of here.
Thank you.
He's out. He's out.
Should get Leo.
There is no question in my mind
Where they stand on that issue.
That's right.
Joseph McStay, his wife.